2030 in terms of EV vehicles in the border and tuk-tuk space.
Now, as the nation prepares for the next general election, amid calls for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to ensure the election is free, fair and credible, new revelations have emerged over the technology deployed by the electoral body in 2022. Now, through a sworn affidavit by a former Venezuelan senior military and intelligence officer currently detained in America, Smartmatics, a company contracted by IEBC during the last election, has been involved in manipulation of election results and spreading disinformation not only in Venezuela but also in different countries across the globe.
With the Azimio coalition opposing the outcome of the 2022 presidential election, the sworn affidavit from a U.S. federal prison by Hugo El Polo Carvajal, once Venezuela's top military spy, claims that the electronic voting systems of Smartmatics International, the company that supplied the KIMS kit in the 2022 and 2027 election, can be altered. In his sworn affidavit, the former head of Venezuelan military intelligence claims that the software developed under direct regime oversight for the explicit purpose of manipulating vote counts has been used to alter election outcomes not only in Venezuela, but also in other countries. The claims by Carvajal now raises questions over what transpired in the 2022 general elections 3 years later. In 2022, the Azimio coalition rejected the presidential outcome on claims of vote manipulation, claims that are now likely to resurface with the country headed to yet another crucial polls in under 2 years. Hugo Carvajal's claims from prison allege that under Maduro's regime, Smartmatics systems were not just tools for voting but instruments of state-managed disinformation and electoral manipulation. The new revelations fuels existing worries from past electoral controversies amid questions of who really owns and runs the technology used to determine election outcomes. The allegations also echoes claims by Paul Mwangi and Julie Soweto, Odinga's lawyers during the 2022 presidential election petition, who claimed that the election outcome had been decided by a Venezuelan citizen, Jose Camargo, claims dismissed by IEBC. These claims come at a time when IEBC is facing mounting pressure from the United Opposition, who, through lawyer Ndegwa Njiru, accused the commission of being involved in a global scheme involving controversial election technology. Smartmatics, which was awarded the tender worth close to $3.2 billion, a tender shrouded in mystery. The company repeatedly refused to disclose its full ownership structure, ultimate beneficial owners, or its contract with IEBC, citing confidentiality. KTN sought answers from IEBC chairperson, seeking to know if the commission, in its procurement process, conducted thorough background checks on Smartmatics and if Kenyans' biometric voter information was ever accessible to or stored by a company now accused of being a tool of a foreign authoritarian regime. However, the chairperson, Erastus Edung Ethekon, was quick to note that the said questions had been referred to the CEO, Marjan Hussein Marjan.
Right, with that, we wrap up business this afternoon. My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. I'm now handing it back over to Ian Keitani to bring us the latest in the world of sports.